We're back for one more quick follow-up, just kind of wrap up the rest of the summer news in terms of Music at the Meridian bands and events and things coming up. But first of all, we can't talk about August without talking about night number one.
Yeah, I've been a part of quite a few Music at the Meridians. I haven't been a part of one that big.
Yeah.
There have been great musicians in the past. That was a great musician. They brought the fire. And one of the funny things that I've told everybody is it seems like everybody figures out Music at the Meridian is cool on like the last week of the season.
Sure.
And week one showed up.
It was cool in week one.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that momentum kind of carries over for the rest of the summer here. But it was a great night. When you match up the great weather that we have during the summer here, a great space, presentation, a tremendous musician, Brad Morgan, but then all the other stuff. The food was awesome. The drink expansion and the new Levy Street wheat was a huge hit. But I kept on hearing comment after comment after comment about the adult slushies. So however that transpired, you knocked it out of the park with that.
Thanks. Yeah, our line, somebody did counts, and at one point it was 73 people deep. Sounds like a great problem to have, and it is, but we are doing some things to make the line go a little easier this week. Some of that's just going to be spacing out, having menus along the line so that you know what you're ordering before you get up there. We were printing those out today, and then we've just got a little bit better flow. So we're going to make that line not 73 deep, unless a whole lot more people come, because we're going to be prepared for it. But part of it was our first night ever running a adult slushy machine, and we sold a ton of them and had to keep making them. And then Levy Street Wheat was a giant hit. We were planning to brew one batch of that for the whole season. It's already in our brew schedule to brew again because we wouldn't have enough to make it the whole year.
Yeah.
And we're going through third Thursday in August, so we got to have more beer.
So I guess we got to say a shout out to Yankton for making Levy Street Wheat a big hit on night one. And I think there's going to be a lot of interest in that during the rest of the summer here. It was a great brew and fit perfectly into the event. So hats off to you guys for putting together a great one. We really appreciate that. But now we kind of want to talk about August. We've released a lot of the information about July, but we've got 3 weeks coming up in August that, for me personally, I'm really excited about because, number one, the event is great, but we've got some bands coming in August that are going to be tremendous. So I'm going to run through the bands a little bit. I know you're familiar with some of these guys. You've been around the music scene a long time. But we've got 3 weeks in August that we're going to be hosting Music at the Meridian. Our first being August 3rd. We're bringing in Texas Soul, East Blues and Soul. His name's Randy McAllister. He goes by Randy McAllister and the scrappiest band in the motherland. It's a big group. They're going to be a really fun band to have here. And again, a little different sound. Just something to kind of meet all those genres in Yankton that people are accustomed to. So we're gonna, for those that are kind of into the East Texas blues and like a little blues and soul, we've got you covered, and it's gonna happen on August 3rd here.
Who's the opener?
And our opener on August 3rd is a local band that we've never had before, Stars and Ends. And I know people around this area.
Starts and Ends,
I know people around this area have seen this band at a variety of locations. I know out at the lake, I know during the summer, I even know some locations in town here, but we're going to have them as our opener on August 3rd. Going to be a great night. Now, for me, the World Series night of the entire summer is going to be August 10th because we're bringing a band here, and this is probably one of our biggest draws that we've got here. This band was around when CDs were cool. Remember you and me were rocking the CD decks?
I had the folio.
Yeah, we had the folio, and you were really somebody if you had like a 10-disc changer in your trunk. These guys were cool when CDs were cool, and they still are. But this band has been inducted into the Iowa Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Nadas. They came out big in the 90s, and they've been making music from the early 90s all the way up to a current release of an album within the last couple years here.
Yeah, no, this is a great get. We had them once upon a time at Rib Fest downtown. It was a big deal when we had them. So these guys were named best college band in America by Playboy magazine way back in the day. They're a lot of fun, and it's a good get. It's a big get.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, when you can bring in a band that's shared the stage with the likes of Bon Jovi, they've been on stage with the likes of the Beach Boys, Big Head Todd and the Monsters, Bare Naked Ladies. I mean, these guys have a name. They've been around forever, and we're really excited that we're going to have them here on August 10th at Music at the Meridian. Our opener that night is also going to be Michael Dooley. He's been working on a little pet project with one of his boys.
Oh yeah, that's right. Is his boy going to come?
So they're going to put together kind of a little rock show that they've kind of collaboratively be working on. So I'm kind of excited to see what they're going to bring on tap for that. Almost as well known as the Nadas, on August 17th, our last night of the year, we're bringing in a band that, again, has been around since the 90s. This was a band, again, I owned this CD in high school, Spoon Cat. And they're made up, kind of their primary members are the Hegg brothers that have been on the music scene since the 1990s. I think they released their first album in 1996 together as a band. But for the last 15 years, what the Hegg brothers have been known for is the Holiday Jam.
Yeah, right.
They've been selling out the Washington Pavilion for 15 years running with multiple shows every December. The Holiday Jam is just unbelievable. And what makes it so great is their wide array of instruments. They're a horn band. They've got piano, they've got vocals, they've got strings, they've got everything. And they just put together this big band feel. They're fun, they're lively, they're energetic. And we're not only going to have the Hegg brothers here, but we are going to have the full assembly of the entire group of Spoon Cat.
Excellent.
All of them.
Yeah, so John and Jeremy Hegg they're the Hegg brothers, but they're friends with Jimmy Spears and all these guys who are just these great jazz musicians. So Spoon Cat coming back.
Yeah, we're excited to have them here. Not to leave out all the other details though. We will still have a wide array of drinks. Ben's Brewing is going to have on tap there. The Levy Street Wheat is still going to be there. Adult slushies, probably even a few other maybe mystery drinks to be unveiled at some weeks to come here. But our food vendors lined up here. We've got JoJo Bean that's going to be here in August, Grind and Griddle, Broken Trellis, and we're bringing in 2 new vendors this year for our last night of the year, Windy City Bites and Southern Perfection Barbecue. They're 2 names out of Sioux Falls that are going to be down here. So we're going to have a wide array of food vendors for every night of the year for the entire season.
By the way, Jay Hensler is the opener on the Spoon Cat night.
Yes, I forgot to mention that. Jay Hensler, new to our Music at the Meridian lineup, so we're excited to introduce
Not new
him.
if you've been coming to Brew Station or Ben's over the years. Jay is a friend and plays here a lot. He's been in a lot of different bands like the Rough Diamonds and others, the Jays. So you'll enjoy him. Also, want to mention that Windy City Bites. We've had them here. They're great. So it's just Chicago-style food, Italian beef. Big Chicago dogs. That's going to be, they're great.
Yeah.
So doing a lot of good stuff down there.
In a nutshell, we've had a great July already with our first event. We've got great names coming up, but this is going to be an entire summer of incredible bands, great food, great music, great drinks, and our hope is that everybody that had a great time tells everybody else about it, so we can make this event even bigger than it's been through our first week here.
I'm looking forward to it. We have another one coming up tomorrow, so I am spending my day getting prepped for it.
There you go. Champagne Sunday is going to be here live tomorrow. Opener Monty Julik. We hope you enjoyed the first night. If you didn't make it, we want to invite you down to Music at the Meridian every Thursday night. Opener at 5:30, and this happens all of July and first 3 weeks of August. We hope to see you there.
Cheers.